Hey everybody, and welcome to Weight Loss Wednesday. I'm Chef AJ, the author of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, and this is where I show you recipes that will help you achieve and maintain healthy, permanent, and sustainable weight loss. So today I'm really excited that I'm going to do a brand new recipe using the Mealthy CrispLid, which turns any pressure cooker into an air fryer, as long as you're using a stainless steel insert. Do not use a Teflon insert. This will not work. So I made this recipe up because it reminded me of something that I used to have a long time ago at a restaurant in Sherman Oaks where I had my 25th birthday, which was like 35 years ago, called P.I. McFly's, and they did a lot of fried and breaded things like mozzarella sticks and fried mushrooms and fried artichoke hearts, and I love artichoke hearts, and I was going to make a recipe last week using the artichoke hearts. I always get the ones in the bag, the 12-ounce bag from Trader Joe's. They have them in other stores too, so there's nothing in them in the freezer section. When you buy them in a can, there's going to be salt and citric acid and all kinds of nasty stuff, plus who wants a can? So I buy the frozen ones, I defrost them to make a recipe, and I realized I didn't have the rest of the ingredients. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do with these? I didn't have any salad to put them in. Shame on me. So I came up with this recipe, and my husband loved it, and the company loves it, and regular people will love it. So I'm doing this in a Instant Pot, but you can do it in any pressure cooker. You can do it in the Mealthy multi-pot. You just need a 6 or an 8 quart. Won't work in the 3. And then you get this CrispLid. I'll put a discount code or free shipping. I'm not sure what I have with this company yet, but I'll put that in the show notes. This is a really cool lid. It comes with this little thing here so that you don't burn your counter, that you can put it on. This isn't hot yet. You have to put the rack in first, because then you're going to put the stuff that you're going to air fry in this basket on top of the rack. So here's how I'm going to make my fried and breaded artichoke hearts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a half a cup of enlightened faux parmesan. The recipe is on page 127 of The Secrets to Ultimate Weight Loss, or episode 77 of Weight Loss Wednesday. So you can just do this and it will be fine, but I like to bump up the flavor a little bit more to the half a cup of enlightened faux parmesan, and I like to add 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, which is different than regular or Hungarian or sweet paprika, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of chipotle powder, which is smoked jalapeno. Now, I love to just bump up the flavor of enlightened faux parmesan, which was a do-over recipe from my first book on processed of faux parmesan, which used a whole cup of nuts, and so this was the low-fat version. But using things like tomato powder, which is just ground sun-dried tomatoes, using things like jalapeno powder, these are all great additions to this, quote, breading that I'm making. So I'm gonna stir it up and get it all uniform. This right there would be a great topping for steamed broccoli or any place that you would normally use the faux parm or the enlightened faux parm. And then I'm gonna take my defrosted artichoke hearts, and I am going to bread them, so to speak. I'm going to put them in the basket. Now, this works great for other things other than artichokes. If you do this with mushrooms, it will knock your socks off. Just make sure you cook the mushrooms first. When I do mushrooms, I make sure they're all about the same size, and I just steam them in the microwave, in my Pampered Chef microwave cooker, for about 3 minutes, and then I bread them. And I have not done this with cauliflower, but I know it would be amazing with cauliflower, probably with broccoli too. So we're just getting this topping over it, and then we're putting it on this little basket. You know, I really don't do Facebook very much. I don't have a personal page, but I'm in a group for Mealthy CrispLid, and people complain about how this gets dirty. They must be using animal products or oil, because I'll tell you, my basket here, it cleans up really easily. Just rinse it practically. You don't even need soap or water. But, you know, if you're eating animal products and oils, well, your stuff's probably going to get dirty. So you just go round and round like that, and get the kids involved. You can use gloves, because you can see I'm getting this on my hand, but this comes out so yummy. And what I would serve, well, I like them plain, but you know, you could serve them with a vegan ranch dressing. I have a roasted onion garlic ranch in my book. There's a video with Kathy Hester where she shows you how to make it. My new honey mustard dressing, which is a few episodes ago, would probably be great here. You know, a marinara, the quick sun-dried marinara would be amazing on these. So that's what I would probably do, but it really doesn't take that long to do. And I'll tell you, it's such an elegant appetizer, and I'm telling you, regular people will eat this and you will absolutely love this. So once I get them all breaded, and this is usually just about the right amount for this, then I'm gonna put it in at 400 for 20 minutes, because that's how I do everything. And then if it needs more time, I'll add more time. But I know I did this before and they all fit. So artichoke is probably one of my favorite vegetables. I mean, you could eat 4 of them for like 100 calories. They really have no calories. But you know, when you're eating the whole artichoke, it can take a while to eat because it's kind of labor intensive. That's why the hearts are just so delicious. And they really do taste better, guys, if you get the frozen ones. The canned ones, even if you rinse them, it's that citric acid kind of fake stuff. I just don't like it. So we just gotta have a little bit more room. We're gonna make it work. If I have a few that don't fit, I can always do another batch. I can put these in salads, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But do try to get them completely covered with the breading. And what I like about having an 8-quart pressure cooker as opposed to a 6-quart is that you can cook like 4 jumbo artichokes. They won't fit in the 6-quart, but they'll fit in the 8-quart. So it looks like I'm coming to about, there's a little time, about the end, and that's okay, because I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with the next batch anyway. So there we have it. And then I put it on a plate because I catch the crumbs and I can use these again. I'm just gonna put it in the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna put the Mealthy CrispLid on top. And then it doesn't work until you push the handle down. And then you see it's saying 400 degrees Fahrenheit. This is the temperature. So if I want it more, I do plus. If I want it less, I do minus. But I want it at 400. And now this little clock thing is the time. 20 minutes, and then this is the button I push when I want to start it, and you can see right inside. What I love about this is, unlike many air fryers, you can actually see it cooking. So this will take 20 minutes, and look, I have some left over. So here's what I'm going to do. As luck would have it, I use this topping for other things, so I had another batch. So I'm just going to combine the 2 batches, and I'm gonna bread those, but look at this. This is such a great idea. This was Mairead Reddy's idea. She's the gal that designs the cutest t-shirts you've seen me wear on Weight Loss Wednesday, Ready or Not Designs on Instagram. These are hearts of palm. Now, I've never seen hearts of palm without salt or citric acid, but you can buy them in jars at Costco and Trader Joe's and just soak them overnight, rinsing them very well, continually changing the water. And when you bread these in this, it's like a mozzarella stick. It's just so good. Now these have been sitting a while, so what I need to do is get them a little bit wet, because otherwise the batter won't stick. So we're just gonna bread these, and when this is done, we're just gonna do the same thing. And these just look like pieces of mozzarella cheese. And we're gonna cook it the exact same way. And it's not a complaint, I love the Mealthy CrispLid. The only complaint I have is it's not big enough. But then again, really no air fryer except for the Breville is big enough, because, you know, not for my needs, but it's a wonderful way to, you know, for less than $50, you can decide if air frying is for you without having to get a big appliance that's gonna sit somewhere if you're not gonna use it, because it's just a lid. So I think it's actually brilliant. I've done a couple other videos where I've showed you how I've made an entire cauliflower using the Mealthy CrispLid, how I've cooked French fries in it. What I love about it is I travel with my pressure cooker anyway, and so now I can bring the lid, and I have an air fryer too. So that is pretty cool. So we just keep on breading and breading. And, you know, I know people are gonna say, well, can I bake these? You know, I suppose you can, but I'll tell you guys, it's, even with a convection oven, which I have, it's not the same as air frying. Air frying is just a technology that's just incredible. Need a little bit more water on this one. And it just makes things so crisp, so quickly without any oil. So if you can get one, get one. They're a lot of fun. Cooking things like corn is wonderful. So now I've got these breaded, and you know what, I'm gonna do it the lazy man's way, because you've been watching this long enough and you're probably bored, and there's no reason you can't do it that way. Mix them all together, and when this is done, I will show you what they look like, and then we'll put the next batch in.